Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Philadelphia Eagles, but with the new addition of Derrick Henry. There's been lots of rumors saying he's going to the Eagles, so I have traded away a second-round pick for Derrick Henry. Yes, some people may say he's worth a first round, but we don't know officially. I'm just going to say Derrick Henry is worth a second-round pick, or maybe they're late pick 31 in the draft. You never know, but there's a lot of fingers pointing to Derrick Henry and the Philadelphia Eagles. So this is the team we got. Obviously, Jalen Hurts had an amazing year. A lot of people could argue he was the MVP. I still think it's Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Rashad Penny, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Good offensive line. Unfortunately, Jason Kelce did just up and retire right before the draft in this simulation. I can't control that, and who knows, it could happen in real life. Even though he did say he would come back for another year and he would be playing, I can't do anything. Sorry, we're just going to hypothetically say he retired a year into the future, which could most likely happen. We never know, but again, I can't do anything if the simulation constantly keeps retiring him. So for the defensive side of the ball, we got the superstar defensive line. Unfortunately, Jordan Davis is the youngest guy we have here. I mean, he's young, he's great, he's big, but Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham are not going to be here too long. But hey, at least we got Hassan Reddick, Joshua, Darius Slay re-signed on a one-year deal, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of fingers pointing to Brian Branch at pick number 10 for the Eagles, Devon Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez, something to upgrade their secondary. Of course, they would go linebacker, but the best linebacker in this draft class is either Trent Simpson or Jack Campbell out of Iowa. So they're not going to take one of those guys at 10. So who knows what they could go here, but they brought in Marquise Blair and Terrell Edmonds. So that's something to note. Their offense is pretty stacked, especially if they got Derrick Henry. But anyways, let's move in to the draft. And in the draft, I'm picking up free safety Brian Branch out of Alabama. Hidden development, 6 foot 193, 88 speed, 92 acceleration. Not really amazing jumping for being a safety, but overall his skills look pretty good, and he's going to be our starting free safety. And with pick 31 in the draft, this may be controversial. A lot of people have defensive linemen being mocked here, but I'm taking right guard O'Cyrus Torrence out of Florida. He didn't allow a single sack or pressure last season on the Florida Gators. He is 6'5", 347 out of Florida. Hidden dev, 89 strength. He's going to fill in great on our offensive line. Now, this is the team after the draft. O'Cyrus Torrence is a 76 overall. That's a great start. I'm going to need a new center without Jason Kelce. Quez Watkins is going to be the slot, which I'm honestly fine with. They brought in Zacchaeus from the Falcons. Derrick Henry is going to be a beast on this team. Defensively, Brian Branch is already going to be starting over Blair, as he is a 77 overall, which is an awesome pickup. Hassan Reddick is a 92 at left outside linebacker. I hope he's rushing off the edge. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. I'm going to put Davis as the rush defensive tackle here. And Dean is going to start over there. Yeah, Davis definitely going to be the rush defensive tackle. And defensively, I'm going to change the scheme here. Change it up to multiple zone run. I'm fine with Tampa 2. And then I'm going to go with, obviously, the Dallas offense and the Kansas City defense if I can find it at any point in the year. I guess I just have to go back a little. There we go. But anyways, guys, apart from that, it's time to see what this team can do in the first season, so it's now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, third in the division. That doesn't make any sense. Our team ranks, our offense is for some reason not doing good. Our passing game is not doing good. Oh, it's because you have the Dallas playbook. Dallas passes quite often, but I guess, sure. And we also have Derrick Henry, so even if we were in a running scheme, I don't think it should be a problem. But for my scouting national focus, it has to be linebackers. That's the main thing that they need. But obviously, the Eagles GM loves just constantly drafting defensive linemen and stacking out their D-line, which seems to be a great plan. Jalen Hurts got paid in real life. I'm pretty sure it was a 6-year deal. I don't know the exact specifics of the contract, but he's eventually going to get paid $50 million a year, and it's backloaded, kind of like how it was in real life. So Jalen Hurts just accept, okay, I guess we just don't have the salary cap for him. What? I'm going to have to fix something because Jalen Hurts definitely got a massive contract in real life. So I may have to fix that. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, we can't re-sign. Quez Watkins doesn't want to be here. I literally just want, I want Derrick Henry and Jalen Hurts. So I'm going to have to fix that. But right now, I'm going to get Derrick Henry, 4-year deal. I'm cool with this. He re-signs with the team. And for Jalen Hurts, I'm going to have to fix this contract off camera because he did get it in real life. So anyways, guys, it's now time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 12-5, top of the division, first round bye, as we should. Coming off a huge blowout win against the Giants as they finished 7-10, bottom of the division. Stats and awards, let's see what we got. Jalen Hurts, I gave him a huge payday. and third offensive yards in the league. He did great, by the way. First best defense. Did he win the league MVP? He could have. Let's see. And he does. He did win the league MVP, not does. But anyways, Jalen Hurts, 4,800 yards, 40 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 110 passer rating. Amazing season. Derrick Henry, 18 touchdowns, 5.1 per carry, 1,500 yards. Devontae Smith, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Quez Watkins, 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to re-sign him. A.J. Brown, not even 1,000 yards, but 6 touchdowns. Looking at it defensively, Naboke Dean with 115 tackles for a loss, 17 for Josh Sweat, sacks, 15 for Hassan Reddick. Then after that, not really that much. Interceptions, 4 for Darius Slay. Safeties on the team is 1 for Fletcher Cox and 1 for Jordan Davis. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So let's see what we got here in the divisional round and see who we're going to be playing in year 1. The team's so stacked. Like, we should easily, I would say we should easily get 2 Super Bowl wins in this run. Here to face Packers and the 9-8 Jordan Love. Well, the 9-8 Packers and Jordan Love. Okay, that doesn't make sense. 25-24, we lose to Jordan Love, who's a normal dev and a 65 overall. Let's get to the offseason. In the Panthers, I'm assuming with Bryce Young wins the Super Bowl with Miles Sanders as the Super Bowl MVP. CJ Stroud on the Falcons wins the league MVP. What? I just saw that. What? That doesn't make any sense. No other awards here for Eagles other than we win Coach of the Year. I literally just saw Jalen Hurts win the league MVP. Somehow CJ Stroud. No, it says Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. Okay, Madden. Up yours. What? That doesn't make any sense. Let's look in the roster to see if there's any development upgrades. God, I hate this game 90% of the time. Anyways, Osiris Torrance only has star dev. That's fine with me. Devontae Smith also gets superstar dev. And then Fletcher Cox has regressed into oblivion. Brian Branch only has star dev. That's fine with me. James Bradbury is regressing too, but let's move in to the re-signings. In the NFC East, it looks like Brandon Graham retires, which is good for us. It saves us a little bit of money, I think. No, it doesn't actually, because he was in his final year of his contract. So it really doesn't matter. I don't know why I clicked on the retirements again. But anyways, let's see what we got here for the players ready to negotiate. We are going to have Rashad Penny. No. I don't have money, nor am I interested, because I have Derrick Henry, obviously. Fletcher Cox, don't want. Quez Watkins, he just doesn't want to be here. I'd give him a deal if he wanted to be here because he had a pretty good season. Zacchaeus, just don't have the money and don't really want him. Everyone else here just don't want. I don't have a lot of money to spend in free agency, so I'm going to skip out and get to the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up a guy that's supposed to go in the second round, but I couldn't let him pass up. 91 speed, 88 acceleration, extremely fast, and he has 91 speed at 6'3", 236 at a UCLA pass coverage type, hidden development middle linebacker. He's definitely going to be the starter. And I'm picking up another linebacker, Ben Gregory, who I'm going to move to right outside linebacker, hidden development, 6'3", 236. I might draft another linebacker too. He also has great acceleration, great speed. I might move Hassan Reddick down to left end to replace Brandon Graham, which I think makes sense. But anyways, another great pickup. And in the third round, I'm picking up wide receiver Frank Albert out of UNL Monroe, 5'10", 183, 97 speed. I knew he would be a perfect slot player, and that is what he's going to play. Now, this is the team after the draft. It looks like the CPU picked up this guy, but I picked up McCollum in the third round. But this guy looks way better out of Texas, 76 overall. He must have been like a fourth round pick because I stopped drafting after like the third round. Sure, I'll put him at center. He's going to be the starter. Fine with me as we have a complete offensive line. Albert is a 71 overall. Dude, this offense is crazy. Defensively, though, I'm going to take Hassan Reddick and move him down to left end. I feel like that makes more sense in a 4-3 scheme. And then I'm going to take some of my linebackers and move them to outside linebackers where they should be because of the 4-3 pass coverage Tampa 2 scheme that we're playing in. And Naboke Dean is actually, since Dean is starting at middle linebacker, I guess I'm just going to move these guys to left outside linebacker and right outside linebacker and just see how it goes. And then Dean is just going to be the starting middle linebacker. So let's see how that goes. I think it'll be fine. Ben Gregory was supposed to be a first-round pick. I passed on him and took the other guy who was projected to be a second-round pick. And then this guy, Gregory, fell in the second round. So I guess I'll take 2 first-round pick, basically, linebackers, move them to outside linebackers. D-line's still looking good. Williams isn't even a bad throw-in, I would say. Who is this? It is Milton Williams. It's not even a bad throw-in after losing Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox. I don't know why I was blanking on that. Specialist. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to move Albert in the slot for sure. Richmond is going to move up, and Dean is going to be the second. So anyways, guys, apart from that, the team looks so stacked. Is there anyone special on a practice squad? No. And specialist looks just fine. So anyways, guys, apart from that, once again, it is now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, second in the division. Again, being 3-3 doesn't make sense, but I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. And what do I necessarily need? Maybe a secondary defensive tackle because Williams' contract is about to be up. And again, I can't afford to pay anyone because Jalen Hurts' contract and Derrick Henry's contract is crazy, along with A.J. Brown's, of course. But anyways, we got Devontae Smith. Yikes. Okay, this is going to be a big one too. I'm going to do 6 years, not considering at the moment. Hassan Reddick doesn't want to even be here. Darius Slay wants to be here. I got to take advantage of this now. 2-year deal on that. He resigns. And then Josh Sweat really wants to be here. Can I snag him for a team-friendly deal, spread it out to 4 years? No negotiate. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. James Bradbury can walk. Terrell Edmonds, I kind of want back, but I don't know. Man, there's just too many people and not enough money. Marquise Blair is going to have to walk. I already have Brian Branch. Might have to let a lot of these guys go. Landon Dickerson is a guy that I need back. He's going to have to just stay here. I'm going to have to overpay. Overpaid for him. I need Devontae. I want Hassan Reddick. I want just Josh Sweat. I'm going to have to pick between the two. Honestly, Hassan Reddick's regressing. He's probably going to be an 88 by the end of the season, and Josh Sweat will start to regress, but not as bad. So he's a little bit younger, and he actually has interest with the team, so I might have to just pick Josh Sweat. That's going to be rough, but anyways, I'm going to put that off until the end of the season. Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 10-7. Not really one I wanted, but we're top of the division, so we get home field advantage. Against the Cowboys, we're whole 5 overall is better than them. But Jalen Hurts, still a pretty good season. 20th best offense in the NFL and the 5th best defense. I don't know how we have the 20th offense at all. 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 101 passer rating. Derrick Henry, 15 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry, 1,200 yards. Frank Albert, the rookie, balling out. Top receiver on the team. A.J. Brown, 1,000 yards. Devontae Smith, 1,000 yards. Dallas Goedert, almost 900 yards. But defensively, Dean with 143 tackles. That's great. That deserves star dev, especially with the 13 tackles for a loss. 20 tackles for a loss for Hassan Reddick. Sacks, 16 for Hassan Reddick, 9 for Josh Sweat. That's going to be really hard to choose who to sign. 4 interceptions for Avonte Maddox is actually surprising. 1 safety for Jordan Davis and 1 defensive touchdown for Darius Slay. So let's see what we got against the Dallas Cowboys. We're a whole 5 overalls higher than them, but our defense is the same overall. It's the offense that's carrying us. EA Sports. You pay for the same dog shit every year. Let's move into the offseason. And the Falcons beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. Looks like CJ Stroud wins his first Super Bowl in a year too. Kyle Pitts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Frank Albert wins Rookie of the Year, so he better have at least superstar development because he came with star development. He was a 3rd-round pick, too. So he comes with superstar. There we go. Devontae Smith, I'm going to have to re-sign. Gattis is a star dev only. Defensively, looking into it, Richmond is a superstar. Gregory is a star. Dean gets star. Hassan Reddick gets superstar, which is going to make the decision a lot harder. I think Terrell Edmonds is going to have to walk. But anyways, let's move into the re-signings. In the NFC East, Stephon Gilmore and Tyron Smith retire. Hopefully that lowers their overall by a lot because they should not be beating us in the wild card round when we are the better team. Devontae Smith, please start considering your contracts at the moment. Thank you. He resigns. Hassan Reddick, Josh, this is such a hard decision because Hassan Reddick now is superstar, so he won't regress as hard. I'm kind of leaning towards Hassan Reddick here. James Bradbury, I can't. Terrell Edmonds just going to have to walk. Everyone's going to have to bite the bullet just to sacrifice for Hassan Reddick's contract right here. And I'm gonna give it to him too. He's just the better player. Josh Sweat, I can't sign. Actually, can I finesse this? No way. Neutral deal, I can't necessarily do. I think I can finesse this a little bit. Bring this contract down a little bit, just a little bit. Spread it out over 5 years so he's a little bit more happy. He's not interested in signing. But we finesse it by tagging him and go millions of dollars in debt. But hey, we get to keep them both. We finessed it, and now we don't have money, and we are broke. So let's get into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up strong safety Chad Poe out of Alabama. 2 Alabama safeties now, but he's 6'3", 207. Unfortunately, only 84 speed, which isn't good, but hey, he's really big. He has A, hit power, A, pursuit, B, play rec. He looks great. Now, this is the team after the draft. The offense is so stacked. It's crazy that we were ranked 20th last year. Like, it's insane. Defensively, Poe is a 71. It looks like the CPU picked up the guy named Ben Castillo, just like the Castillo Protocol game. That was a flop. But anyways, off topic, we need more depth at DB for sure, because Darius Slay is regressing. Gritty Williams is not going to get it done. We're going to need more depth at defensive tackle. Is Castillo fast, and can he play man or zone coverage very effectively is the question. 91 speed, cannot play coverage for shit, but I don't care. I don't care. Dude's going to be moving down to a defensive back because he will not have a role at second string strong safety, and we desperately need some defensive back on our team. He's going to move down there. What overall will he become? 66? You know what? We have 67s above him, and now once I hit this button, boom, he's going to be a 67. That's right. Well, he's 66 without the boost. But anyways, you guys know what I mean. And this is the defense that we got going. Still, I think it's very good. Very young linebacker core as well. Like everything that we got here. Specialist, Castillo is going to be in the slot. Richmond is going to be the sub linebacker. And of course, Albert is going to have to be the slot over Devontae Smith. But anyways, guys, in the third year, hopefully we can actually win a playoff game. Yes, this is the third year and we haven't done it because EA sucks. Let's get to the midseason. Okay, I'm fed up with this. We're 2-5. Why? Why is this team doing bad? We have a 90 overall team and a 96 overall offense, yet we are 21st in offensive points per game. It makes no logical sense. And they're like, oh, it's because your defense is bad. An 83 overall defense is not even that bad. It's ridiculous that EA gets away with making this bullshit every year. Anyways, current position for Scouting National Focus is defensive tackle. I'm going to keep it that way. Let's see what we got for players ready to negotiate. I'm getting so fed up with this game. Lane Johnson, I need him back. He's our franchise right tackle, 3 years, and he wants to bring the length down. What? Jordan Mailata, he's our franchise left tackle. I need him, even though he doesn't want to be here. I overpaid. He's going to stay. I don't have the money to sign a kicker, so I'll just draft one. Josh Sweat, I don't have the money to sign him, so I'm just going to have to tag him again. Now it's between Josh Sweat or Dallas Goedert. And honestly, I think I'm going to let Dallas Goedert go. I might have to. We'll decide that at the end of the season, but to be fair, I have 3 really good receivers. It's not necessary to have him. Jordan Davis is a guy that I need back. Damn, dude. Player friendly. No long-term commitment. No deal. What are you smoking? Dean, I want back. Player-friendly deal. Finally, someone who actually has a brain. He resigns. I'm getting so fed up with my entire team not wanting to be here, and EA keeps screwing me. Let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the wildcard round, here to face off against the 8-9 Giants. I swear to God, if we lose to the 8-9 Giants, as we made a huge comeback on the season, won the division, I'm going to be pissed. Stats and awards, let's see what we got here. Jalen Hurts, baller. That has to be MVP. There's no way it isn't. Yeah, 2 MVPs in this video. 5th best offense in the NFL, and defensively, we are 18th. Okay, if our offense does good, our defense does shit, and if our defense does shit, our offense it makes no sense. Vice versa. Almost 5,000 yards, 52 touchdowns, 9 receptions, 120 passer rating is amazing. Derrick Henry, 16 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, almost 1,400 yards. Frank Albert continues to ball out, 13 touchdowns, almost 1,200 yards. Devontae Smith, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns, and A.J. Brown, 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns. Looking at it defensively, Dean with 118 tackles for a loss, 120 for Hassan Reddick. I almost had 120. That would be crazy. Sacks, 15.5 for Hassan Reddick, 15 for Josh Sweat. Interceptions is 5 for Darius Slay. Safeties on the team is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. But anyways, let's see what we got here against the New York Giants. I swear to God, if we do not win a playoff game, I'm going to be pissed. We're 0-2 in the playoffs right now. Finally, we're 1-2. We're here to face CJ Stroud and the 99 superstar X Factor Kyle Pitts. Just bring me to the conference championship, please. Thank you. 41-26. Here to face the 12-5 Carolina Panthers. I'm assuming Bryce Young is their QB, and I would actually like to look at it before we get into it. Yeah, it is Bryce Young. He has superstar development, and he's already in 98 overall. Shit, dude. Anyways, let's move into it to see what we got against the Panthers. Here we are in Carolina to face the 12-5 Panthers and Bryce Young. It is a 3-10 start for the Panthers, 6-10. Our offense was ranked so high, but now they're suddenly not moving. But come on, there we go. Now they're moving. 20-17, 22-24, 27-24. Fourth quarter action now. 30-24, 6-point game, 30-31. This is the final drive. Come on. Bring it in the end zone. Let's go. It's 36-34. And I think that should do it. Wow. Overtime it's going to lead to. Overtime alerts. We're getting down there. That's a touchdown. Are they going to strike back? They scored a touchdown. We're going to punt. They're going to punt. We're going to punt. What happened? I don't know who won. The Panthers won. Okay. Oh, my God. 44-50. Our defense is allowing 50 points and allowing Bryce Young to drop 471 yards and 5 touchdowns. God, dude. Let's move into the offseason. And the Panthers get their revenge on the Broncos, beating them in the Super Bowl. Miles Sanders wins another Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP officially this time. Last time, it just didn't give it to him. But anyways, let's see what the upgrade developments are. Hopefully, Frank Albert gets X Factor because he's balling along with Devontae Smith. Neither Devontae Smith or Albert gets X Factor. Unfortunate. Defensively, looking into it, Poe has Superstar Dev. That's awesome to see. Pretty sure he just got that because of all the XP points he has. Richmond gets X Factor. That's awesome. Castillo only has Star Dev. I may need to draft a defensive back. I don't know, but let's move into the re-signings. In the NFC East, Derrick Henry and Lane Johnson retires. That is a huge blow to this team. Like, that is bad. I mean, at least the Cowboys lost Zach Martin. But damn, Derrick Henry and... Man, okay. So at least we have money to sign people now. That's the good news. Josh Sweat. Take this neutral deal, please. He resigns on that. I only have $15 million left in cap? What? Jordan Davis should have a 5th-year option, but sure, I'm going to do that. $3.6 million left. Wow, I can't believe after losing Derrick Henry and Lane Johnson, I'm in negative cap room. Let's spread this out to 5 years and try to scum out his deal and then tag him. Can I scum his deal? It's going to be close. I think I can, though. I think I will be able to. Give me the scum. The scummy deal. Do this. He wants to play for a new team. That's fine. Tagged. Now we're in negative money again. But we don't have Lane Johnson or Derrick Henry, and we don't have money for free agency. Let's get to the draft. In the first round, I'm selecting a halfback out of Notre Dame, Tremaine Van Buren. He has 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 6 foot 204. He looks good, but only normal dev. So it seems ridiculous that we are going into the 4th and final season without even a conference championship. Like, we have one of the best overall teams, if not the best overall team in the league, and now it's worse because Derrick Henry left. But hey, Hassan Reddick has an X Factor. Josh Sweat's still here. We were able to re-sign people, but damn, dude, AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts' contract is destroying this team. Pretty sure Jalen Hurts is getting paid like $60 million right now, which is ridiculous. Yeah, it's because we backloaded his contract, so unfortunate. But anyways, guys, it's now time to move into the 4th and final season. We better win the Super Bowl. Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, finishing 16-1. How did we not get the first seed? Who is going 7? The Falcons are going 17-0 with CJ Stroud. You are smoking on something. No chance. Oh my God, dude. What? I'm going to have a migraine playing this game. Jalen Hurts, probably another league MVP. Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud, and Bryce Young above him. Jalen Hurts at 6. 8th best offense in the NFL. I'm pissed, dude. We should have won the Super Bowl way longer ago. First best defense in the NFL. 5,100 yards, 41 touchdowns, 13 receptions, the reason why I didn't get it. 109 pass rating, still a great season. Good rookie season from the rookie, but 3.5 average is not crazy. Devontae Smith, 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns is great. AJ Brown, 1,200 yards, and Frank Albert, 1,100 yards. Looking at it defensively, Dean, 103 tackles for a loss, 19 for Hassan Reddick, sacks, 19.5 for Hassan Reddick, 9.5 for Josh Sweat, interceptions, 8 for Darius Slay, safeties, 1 for Byron Rowland, and defensive touchdowns is 0. Dude, if we lose to the 9-8 Cardinals after going 16-1 and somehow not getting the first seed because evidently the Falcons went 17-0, I'm not going to let this slide. We haven't won a Super Bowl yet. I'm not going to lose to the Cowboys here. I'm playing this. Here we are in Philadelphia to face the Cowboys. 3-0 start for them. Offense, let's move the ball and not punt in our opponent's territory. That would be nice. 10-3. And just keep driving. 6-10 at halftime. Our offense still proceeds to do nothing. 3-6. What's the point of having such a good offensive overall if we're just gonna do this? 13-16. Thank you, defense, for actually playing our offense. It makes no sense how we have a 92 overall offense and we proceed to put up 16 points. Anyways, let's move into the conference championship. Here we are in the conference championship, here to face the 1 seed the Atlanta Falcons, who didn't go 17-0. I was mistaken, but why did they get it over us is my question. Anyways, let's move into this. Well, let's prove to them that we are the better team. Here we are against the Atlanta Falcons. 0-0 start here, 7-0. There we go, 7-7. And it is 10-7. Okay. 13-7, 13-14, 13-21. Defense not showing up. Neither is my offense. Bro, what is happening? 20-28, 28-28. Finally, they come back. 31-31. Oh, this is overtime again? Come on, dude. Did we hit overtime in our previous game? I thought we did. Did we? I don't know. 38-31, and that's going to be it. Thank God we were able to beat the 16-1 Falcons. It's now time to move on to the Super Bowl. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 12-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's look at the final look of this team. And Devontae Smith gets Superstar X Factor. That's awesome to see. Defensively, Brian Branch gets Superstar Dev. And that's it. Super happy with the team we built. Finally a successful rebuild. Unfortunately, Derrick Henry wasn't here to witness this. He should have multiple times, but the CPU sucks. We better win this. Let's move into it. Here we are against the Pittsburgh Steelers, as it is a 7-3 start for them. 14-3, 17-3. As always, our offense and defense decides to never show up until later in the game. 17-13. Hopefully they can show up. And a 20-17. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, there it is. Second half team blowing them out. 17-34. Wow, what a change. What a change in pace out of nowhere. And that is going to do it for the Super Bowl. And what? Does CJ Stroud play for two teams? The Falcons and the Steelers? I'm so confused. I don't know how that happens, but I guess CJ Stroud is playing for the Steelers and for the Falcons. He's like, if you can't beat them, sure, I'll play you in the Super Bowl. Gets cut by the Falcons. I don't know how that happens. Anyways, let's see what we got here for the Super Bowl MVP. That is easily the stupidest thing I've seen. Thank you, EA Sports, for your same product that you make every year. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins the league MVP. There are no other awards here for the Philadelphia Eagles. I got to tell you, that was a frustrating rebuild. It was frustrating how good of a team we had, yet the CPU was just like, nah, the entire time. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. This was enjoyable to build the team. Wasn't enjoyable to watch in sim. But anyways, let me know which team you'd like me to rebuild next, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.